This is John Volker for High Gear Media. I'm here at the 2012 New York Auto Show, and behind me is the Infiniti LE Concept. It's one of the few actual concept cars that was shown here, and although Infiniti calls it a concept, in reality it's actually a fairly close representation of Infiniti's latest model, which you'll see in showrooms in about 2 years. This is an all-electric mid-size sedan. It'll be the first in that category for Infiniti, and the company makes a big point out of saying this is an Infiniti first and an electric car second, not a conversion or not an unusual green, strange-looking car. It has a lot of Infiniti styling cues, from the twin-arch grille to the crescent-shaped C-pillar, and it's quite luxurious inside, with 2 different screens, leather upholstery, and on the concept car, a variety of shades of violet, which is something you don't see very often. Some of the concept car things that probably won't translate to production include the blue light on the rocker panels and potentially the lit grille, which is an effect that's rather nice. Whether or not you'll have a car with an entire sort of crystal grille coming down the street at you is another question. Behind the big Infiniti badge is the recharging port, and that's a nice effect. It's certainly better than the flat panel on the nose of the Nissan Leaf. On the other hand, the Nissan Leaf has actually provided the underpinnings for much of this car. It has the same floor-based lithium-ion battery pack, same size, 24 kilowatt hours, but this car has a more powerful motor driving the front wheels, 100 kilowatts rather than the Leaf's 80. That's about 130 horsepower. Doesn't sound like much for a mid-sized car, right? But it's 240 foot-pounds of torque, which gives you nice acceleration. Infiniti plays up the acceleration in its discussion of this car. And in the end, their goal is to build a luxury sedan in what they call the sustainable luxury category. This car will be built in Smyrna, Tennessee, on the same line that the Leaf is, and the batteries will also come from Smyrna, Tennessee. But one of the unusual features of this car, it'll be the first production car to offer it, is what we call inductive charging, or touchless charging. Wireless charging is something that's been talked about a lot, but today all electric and plug-in cars use a charging port. You take a cable and plug it into something behind a door that looks like a gas door. Wireless charging, on the other hand, is simply a matter of driving the car over the charging pad. That's this thing, looks sort of like a large bathroom scales, and then that creates a magnetic field which connects to a magnetic field at a coil in the car, and the power passes that way. Infiniti has added an interesting wrinkle to this. You might think that you'd have to position the car exactly over the charging pad, right? In fact, Infiniti has automatic parking assist in this car. So, like several luxury brands and some more mass market brands like Ford, you can tell the car to park itself. But the car figures out that it's over its charging pad, and it will actually automatically position itself to be in exactly the right spot over the pad. So you don't have to worry about it. You simply drive in, the car positions itself over the pad, you get out, set the car to charge on your mobile device, and that's done. For High Gear Media, at the 2012 New York Auto Show, I'm John Volker.